Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 8 of Takedown. This one is titled Hot, Blonde and Hero. Okay, so now I'm certain that Goha has somehow changed their encryption and is targeting all of the computers that you own. If you are linked to it with your quirk, then they have corrupted it in the hopes that they can take you out through your quirk, Hansu said with a sigh. If I hadn't been here or with you at the lab, you probably would have died by now. You looked at him with tears pricking the corner of your eyes. I didn't think Goha would ever try and kill me, you said softly, hanging your head with regret. It's a good thing that I'm here then, Hansu said, standing up and plopping a hand on your head. Don't put your finger into anything else until I can do more research into this, okay? He added as he rustled your hair. Okay, you said quietly, still looking down. Don't worry, I'll call a few people tomorrow who can help me look into this, Hansu said as he removed his hand from your head, then continued. And you'll have your sexy, hot Lemillion here to flex his biceps while he watches over you, he added with a smirk. Then we'll track down Goha, lock them up, then you'll be free to work at untarnishing your name. You looked up at him with confusion written all over your face. The scientists who were present the day Goha went crazy heard what Goha had said to you, and now there are rumours about you, he monologued with no sympathy. Your face fell into a deadpan. Really, Hansu, right now, when I'm feeling the most vulnerable and scared, you go and dump that on me as well? He shrugged matter-of-factly. Well, it worked because you're not as scared and vulnerable anymore. You're just feeling shame and embarrassment. Fantastic, you deadpanned again. You're welcome, he said with a grin. You couldn't sleep that night. Every little noise set your heart thumping, thinking that Goha was about to burst through your bedroom door and murder you. You sat up in your bed with your back pressed against the wall, crying softly to yourself as you awaited certain death. The next morning you awoke, still sitting up in bed, up against the wall. Jolting awake, you were relieved to see that you had survived the night and clambered out of bed and raced to the kitchen to see if Hansu was still in the house. He was, and he was making you breakfast. Hey, you greeted stiffly. Hey, Yin, he called over his shoulder upon hearing your voice. Did you have a good sleep? Oh my god, he yelled when he turned to make eye contact with you. What? You asked bluntly with a dead straight face. Look at you, he yelled with horror. What? You asked again in the same dead tone. You look like a bloody zombie, woman. What the hell? He gasped. Did you even sleep last night? No, you shot back. Would you have been able to sleep if you thought your own AI was going to crash through the door and murder you? Good point, he said with a shrug and turned back to the stove. In that case, Goha probably won't come and kill you because you already look dead. You're such an asshole, Hansu, you half grumbled, plopping down in a chair at the kitchen table. You love me, he said casually as he started dishing out the food. Do you want pancakes or waffles? You know which one I prefer, you said. Coming right up, he replied loudly. He dished you up your preferred choice and then served himself and carried the dishes over to the table. Just letting you know that your hero is set to arrive this morning. They said that he would be here in about a half hour. Half hour? You shrieked. I need to get ready. Just then the doorbell rang. Oh, God! You gasped as you grabbed your waffle or pancake and shoved an oversized bite of it into your mouth as you jumped up and ran to your room to change. You screamed with a mouthful at Hansu. What? He yelled back with an amused smirk. You chewed rapidly and pushed the food into your cheeks. Tell him I'm busy, you hissed, as you quickly grabbed another pancake or waffle. I'll be back. Okay, Terminator, I'll tell your hot hero that you're dancing naked in your room to Rick Astley, Hansu replied casually as you raved out of the room. I will kill you in your sleep, Hansu, you screamed as you bolted down the corridor. You dashed through your bedroom door and slammed it behind you. What to wear, you mumbled hurriedly as you threw clothes from your drawer around the room. You quickly found something decent and put it on before hurriedly doing your hair and coming back out of the room. You could hear Hansu and someone talking, and you furrowed your brows as you neared the kitchen. That doesn't sound like Lemillion's voice. Yin, welcome back. This is your hero guard, Hansu said brightly, doing a sweeping arm gesture towards the hero in question. Your face fell slightly. You were expecting Lemillion, but this definitely was not Lemillion. Who are you? You asked bluntly. Moi? The flamboyantly dressed hero asked as he struck a pose, his middle finger touching delicately to his forehead as his eyes closed lightly. Why, I'm the shining hero. You can't stop my twinkling, he said as he flung his hand from his forehead and held it up to the sky. Lord have mercy, you can't be serious right now, you thought with disbelief. Told you they would send a hot, blonde hero, Yin, Hansu said with a suck that smirk as he raised a cup of tea to his lips. Oh, you flatter me, the shining hero giggled in his somewhat high-pitched voice. Although, I must agree, there is no hero more beautiful and dazzling than I, he said as he flicked his long blonde fringe from his face. Do you like my cape? He asked as he posed so you both could see it in all of its splendour. Gorgeous, you deadpanned. Merci, he sung. Seriously, Hansu, you deadpanned, looking from the shining hero to your grey-haired assistant. He chuckled deviously and shrugged. Well, I'm going to go and sort this Goha mess out. I'll leave you two lovely people to it, he said, completely ignoring your annoyance. Yin, my fair lady, do not despair. You are in safe hands, the shining hero said in his effeminate voice as he struck another pose. Twinkle, he whispered. You eyed him suspiciously before giving Hansu a pursed lip look. All right, I'm out, Hansu said happily as he walked to the door. Hansu, you hissed as he passed you. Oi, hey, you can't leave me here with... Bye, Yin, he sung as he disappeared. Mother frickin', you seethed internally. And there ends Chapter 8, but if you want to see more of our beautiful flamboyant Ayama, stay tuned for Chapter 9. See you tomorrow.